Protest erupts across Virginia as Senate Republicans narrowly pass President Trump's controversial spending bill. The bill promises major tax cuts but slashes funding for key social programs, triggering backlash from citizens who fear it will hurt the most vulnerable. Let's take a look at this report.
It's only hours since the US Senate passed Donald Trump's mega bill, and it's impossible to know the exact details of the 950-page thick, wide-range piece of legislation. But the headlines are enough to get these protesters in Vienna, Virginia, on the streets.
It will affect everybody, literally everybody, Republicans and Democrats alike. It's going to affect kids the most, the elderly, people who are in education. It's going to affect everyone. I mean, there's not a soul who it's not going to touch.
This is the last day of USAID, and we know that children in Africa and other countries will die because they won't get the aid that they need.
I am very concerned about the message that sends about our country's priorities, that we think that taking health care and food support away from the most vulnerable is more important than making everyone pay their fair share of taxes.
These people are living in a society where they don't get fair wages in the first place, where they don't have good child care, and they're so reliant on this because of the structure of the United States. So not only are we taking away the last resort, but we're not giving them a chance to stand on their own feet.
Hands off Medicaid!
Hands off Medicaid! It's not getting the attention it deserves, and I think a lot of Americans are not looking at the details of this bill. They get caught up in the politics of it, which we're hoping we can change.
It will take time before people feel the negative consequences of the bill, and the question is, whether it will change the way they vote in the midterms in the end of next year, which will decide whether Donald Trump will keep the majority.
I think there's a lot of constituencies, a lot of people who are going to be directly impacted, having less services, having less access to health care, less jobs. I mean, we can go through the whole litany of changes that have been going on really rapidly, really sort of extra constitutionally. And so I think there's a lot of people, different constituencies that may have even voted for the current office holders who are going to change their mind and go a different way.
We know that this bill will kick off 17 million Americans from their health coverage. We know it has the potential to close down 200 Planned Parenthood health centers across the country. So we know that Americans are going to be angry. They're not going to stand by while their health care is stripped from them, where reproductive health care services are more limited. And so, I feel confident that they're going to hold their leaders accountable for these votes.
In the General Assembly, we have so much great legislation this year.